Hello students of class 9, warm welcome to my next online class. So here I am with a new chapter, that is reflection of light at a plane surface. So watch the video till the end and don't forget to subscribe my channel. So let's start our class today. So you see, reflection of light, what does this mean? The phenomena of bouncing back of light when it falls on a plane surface or any rough surface. Okay, so whenever a light falls on a surface, it gets reflected in the same medium. But in class 8 what we have learned, when a light passes from one medium to another medium, it gets bent. That was refraction of light. But here we will learn what is a reflection of light. Okay, so you have a basic idea because this chapter was there in class 7 also. So in this chapter I will go much detailedly, right? So this was the reflection of light. Now you see, we know different types of substances. Like some substances, they are called transparent substances. That means whenever light passes through this, it gets partially absorbed and maximum light rays they pass through it, right? These are called transparent substances, like a glass, like a window glass. The light comes inside the room because light, maximum portion of the light gets passed through it. These are called transparent substances. And what do you mean by translucent substances? So translucent substances are those substances in which only partial light can able to pass through. These are called translucent substances. Like for example, a plastic. If you put a torch light in a plastic, you will see small portion of light is only getting outside and maximum it is getting absorbed, right? And in opaque substances are those substances which do not allow any light to pass through it. So these are the different substances, right? Whenever light passes through here. Like for example, if I place a diary here and if I lit a light, a torch light, then you will find that we will get a shadow here because this is an opaque substance. This is not allowing any light to pass through it. Okay, so these are the different substances. Now what are the different types of reflection? There are two types of reflection. One we consider as regular reflection and one has to be as irregular reflection. So what is the difference between regular and irregular? We will see. So let us consider this is a plane substance, right? Or you can consider a mirror. Mirror is the smoothest substance. So whenever a light is falling on here, I will consider this one as a ray of light. Okay, whenever a ray of light is passing or falling on this plane surface, it is getting reflected, you see. And all the rays of light are in a particular direction. So this type of reflection of light is called regular reflection. Okay, so what do you mean by regular reflection? So regular reflection of light takes place in polished surface. Whenever a ray of light falls on a polished surface or a plane surface, they gets reflected in a same direction, right? See, incident light, these are called incident rays. Incident rays are parallel to each other, and after falling on the plane surface, they also get reflected in the same direction, and the rays of light are also parallel. These are called regular substance or regular reflection. But in case if a surface is rough, okay, whenever a ray of light is falling here, okay, so they will get reflect in a different direction. You see, these rays are not parallel to each other. So this reflection of light is called irregular reflection of light, and irregular reflection of light is also called diffuse reflection. So because of the diffuse reflection, we can see object around us. So if I differentiate what is the regular reflection and irregular reflection, so what will be the main point here? The main difference is regular reflection takes place in polished surface. Whenever a ray of light falls on a polished surface, we get regular reflection. Whenever a ray of light falls on rough surfaces, we get irregular reflection. The rays of light after reflection, they come in a specific direction, that means they are in a fixed direction. But whereas in irregular reflection, after reflection from a rough surface, the rays of light go in different direction. Okay, so this type of reflection is called irregular reflection, and this is what regular reflection. Okay, so you see, whenever a ray of light is falling on a plane surface, so there are some important terms. So we have to understand what do you mean by incident ray, reflected ray, normal, point of incidence. Okay, so these important terms we can see from this diagram. Let us consider this is one mirror. Mirror is the smoothest substance. So if a ray of light is falling here, I will consider this one as A and this one as B, right? This point has to be as B. So what is our AB? AB is called incident ray. A ray of light which falls on a reflecting surface. This is the reflecting surface XY. Okay, the ray of light which falls on a reflecting surface is called incident ray. And the point at which it strikes the reflecting surface, this point B is called point of incidence. Okay, so how can you define a point of incidence? So point of incidence is a point where ray of light strikes the reflecting surface. Now if I draw here one perpendicular line passing through this point of incidence, make sure the line is passing through the point of incidence, like the line has to be perpendicular. This perpendicular line, let us consider N and S. The name of this perpendicular line is N and S, is called normal. So what is normal? Normal is a perpendicular line which passes through the point of incidence. So this is an imaginary line. So we'll consider a perpendicular line which passes through point of incidence is called normal. Okay, so perpendicular because it is making an angle of 90 degree. Now after striking, whenever a ray of light strikes a reflecting surface, a mirror, here I have considered a mirror. Now the ray of light will not pass through, okay, like a refraction of light. It will get reflected in the same direction. If this is an air, so the reflected light is also in air. If I name this one as D, so BD is the reflected ray. So what is reflected ray? So the ray which comes in the same medium after reflection from the plane surface is called reflected ray. Now you see, there is an angle subtended between incident ray AB and normal. This angle is called angle of incidence. Angle of incidence. The angle subtended between incident ray and normal is called angle of incidence. The angle subtended between reflected ray and normal is called angle of reflection. Okay, so these are the important terms. So in your exercise book you need to draw the diagram of this reflection of light and you have to write a definition of each and every term. Right? What is incident ray, point of incidence, normal, reflected ray, angle of incidence and angle of reflection. So these are the important terms you need to write in your exercise book. Whenever a ray of light falls on any smooth surface, like we consider a plane surface, it follows laws of reflection. Okay, so there are two laws of reflection. So according to law of reflection, the incident ray, reflected ray and the normal at the point of incidence all lie in a same plane. Like just now I have drawn one diagram here. If I consider this has to be as mirror, okay, XY is the mirror, and whenever a light is falling here, so it will get reflected in the same medium. And if I draw here one normal here, if I consider this one as A, B, D and S, this is angle I and this is angle R. You see, first law is saying that incident ray, reflected ray at the point of incidence all lie in same plane. That means all are lying in XY plane. If I consider this one as to be as X and this one to be as Y, so all lie in a same plane. So this is the first law. Okay. Second law is saying that angle of I is always equals to angle of R. That means angle of incidence is always equals to angle of reflection. Suppose if any incident ray, if it is striking a plane surface with 30 degree, then what will be the angle of R? Angle of reflection? Definitely it will be also be 30 degree. Okay, provided that this is a plane mirror. So angle of incidence is equals to angle of reflection. This is the second law. So these are the two laws. So this also you need to write in your exercise book along with the different types of reflection of light. We have learned regular reflection and irregular reflection as well as the definition of reflection. Next we have types of images. Now images can be real image and virtual image. But how these images are formed? Whenever a ray of light coming from a particular point or particular source, after reflection they meet at a particular point or they appear to meet at a particular point, then we say that an image is formed. Okay, so I repeat, whenever a ray of light falls on any surface, after it is striking the surface, it gets reflected. So once it gets reflected, they appear to meet at a particular point. Whenever these rays of light after reflection meet at a particular point, at that point an image is formed. So these are called images. Now images can be of two types. One we say as a real image and virtual image. So real images are those images which can be obtained on a screen, and virtual images are those images which cannot be obtained on a screen. Like real image, when I say, that means the images which we see in our cinema hall. That means the actors or actress we can see, right? So these are called real images. But virtual images means here which we see ourselves in a plain mirror, in our dressing table when we see. So the image which is formed in a mirror, that is called virtual image. Okay. So first point is that images which can be obtained on a screen are called real image. Images which cannot be obtained on a screen are called virtual image. Next we say that how this real image is formed. If the rays of light reflected from a surface actually meet at a particular point, means after reflection from the plane surface, if they are actually meeting at a particular point, then we say that image which is formed is called real image. But after reflection, if they are not meeting at a particular point, but they appear to meet, okay, virtually, so they are called what? Virtual image. You see, I have written here, when the rays of light do not actually meet after reflection, but appear to meet at a point, is called virtual image. So they are inverted. Like you see, whenever we are standing in front of a dressing table or the plane mirror, we see that we are looking ourselves identical. That means our head is up and foot is down, right? We see ourselves to be as standing in front of a mirror. That is called erect image. This is formed in virtual image. That is called a virtual image. Okay. But if I find ourselves to be as opposite, like if you take a spoon and if you see in front or you see a reflection in that spoon, you will find that your faces are up head. That means opposite. So that is called inverted image. Okay. So when you see in front of that spoon, then you will find that your faces is opposite. That is called inverted image. And the image which is formed on a plane mirror, that is called here virtual image. So images are erect in virtual image, images are inverted in real image. So example I have given here. So this is the difference between real image and virtual image. I hope you have understood this class. So if you have any query, if you have any doubt, you can clear it. You can ask me in my personal number. So for this class only this much. See you soon in my next online class. Thank you.